Alright, this has been a long time. Once again, I feel like I say that every single video. But I've been feeling kind of self-conscious. Oh, I thought there was a spider on me. Anyways, I've been feeling kind of self-conscious about videoing and putting myself out there, and nothing happened. I don't know, it's weird to put out your feelings, and in the past I've been a pretty private person when it comes to everything, like my goals and just life in general. I think that I like to just kind of work on myself, but this is something that I started and I want to finish. But I think I'm going to change it a little bit. I think I'm going to do this more like a diary entry instead of a, hey, look what I'm up to. And I think that's going to help me feel more comfortable. I've been getting a lot of questions about when my next video is going to be coming out, so if you're watching me right now, here it is, finally. So that's what's been going on. I'm gonna just do this Dear Diary type of thing and show you guys some videos of what's been going on the past month and a bit, I think. So yeah, here we go. So what have we been up to the last month and a bit? Not much. It's just been preparing for the season and practicing and writing. And if you saw my last video, I kind of showed like my routine of what I do in a week, and literally that's all I've been doing until about a week ago, and we had our first competition, so that was exciting. I was nervous and Athena was so excited, way too excited. As I'm talking about this, I'll show you. But so our first run, she just kind of, I don't know what she did. As you can see, she's going around that first barrel and she just like ran off on me, and I had to one rein stop. So you can see me like pulling her head to the side, and that's because she wasn't stopping. So nice one rein stop, got her to stand completely still, and then we just left the arena. She likes racing too much for me to continue on, and I just thought that that was the best training move in that instance. So then we had our second run, and as you can see, I went a lot slower to that first barrel. She was on the wrong lead, but I was kind of just not worrying about that. Just pick on one thing at a time and just get around that first barrel. So we did, and the rest of the pattern was decent. Yeah, that's all that happened then. Then the next week we had 2 more runs, same place, and we were a lot better. The first run, I really slowed her down again going in there, and she was a little strung out. She kind of fights me on her second and third, and we're working on that.
Yeah, I do. At the barrel.
And then 4th run of the year, which was our second run of this day, she did great. Still fought me a little bit on second and third, but as you see, she went nicely around first, still holding her back going up to that first barrel, but she did really good, and we ended up with an 18-4 and got 5th in that jackpot, so that's pretty exciting. I think a 17-9 or 18 flat won it, so she was still like a half a second off the time, but that was with fighting me at second and third, so I was pretty happy about that. Then we had another competition, and this was like an added money weekend jackpot, a little bit of a bigger event, And we had 2 runs there, and I had a first experience, which was super cool. I saved a barrel. So as you see, we're going around that first barrel, and I kind of pulled her into it, and so she knocked it with her shoulder, and I reached down and got it, and I was super proud of myself. I still am. I've tried to save barrels so many times, and I've never actually done it, and yay, I did it this time. So yeah.
Okay, and she stops the clock at a 19.597.
And then our second run was better, faster, which was great. Not perfect by any means, but getting better. And that made me really happy. Still keeping her slow to the first barrel, and she's still fighting me at second and third, but we're getting a little smoother as we go.
She stops the clock at 19.143.
So those were the 6 past runs, my first 6 runs of the year, and obviously lots of improvement from that first run, which was really, really bad. But a lot of it has to do with, well, I shouldn't say a lot of it. Part of it has to do with my riding. That some of the mistakes that we make are completely my fault and I did something wrong, and then some of them are just like completely her, where she just says to me, and then yeah.
We're home. Yay. Oh, right back to eating.
Okay, so after that big barrel race, we had a few more. We had another jackpot, which was like a double header, so 2 runs, and she did good. Again, she was still fighting me around second and third. I'll show you those runs.
Meal time is 20.085.
Look for seconds. Go. Look for it.
Danielle's time is 19.679. Up next.
Yeah, so this is when I kind of felt like, okay, there's something else going on here. It just didn't feel right. She felt weird, and she was getting a little upset about going in the gate, and I was like, ugh. She wasn't limping, she wasn't doing anything, she just, I don't know, when you know an animal that well, you kind of just know when they're off, and she was just kind of off. So I got Connie from Connie's Equine Services to come out and see her. Connie is amazing. I use her for like body work, chiropractor, massage, that kind of a thing. And she came out, and lo and behold, Athena's elbow was not in the right spot. So Connie picks up her leg and kind of like shifts it around, and she's like, oh, it's stiff here. And she like pushes it out and like lets Athena kind of stretch it on her own. And it was like I can't even do the pop justice. It was the most disgusting thing I have ever heard. You think when people like crack their knuckles and like pop their neck and things like that, that's gross? This was like a loud pop. It was so gross. It was so gross. But this is our run that next week after getting Connie out.
Look, Danielle.
Auto Body is part of MPI's convenient direct repair program. Pritchard Auto Body and Glass. Just 5 minutes from downtown.
Go on.
PritchardAutoBody.com.
Those home repairs you've been putting off need to get done.
There you
That
go.
matters. Your kids have summer camp. By but your car needs a new transmission. That matters too.
Nice, Ron.
You tried getting a loan, but your credit score is holding you back.
Danielle's time is a 19.063.
Yeah, so my poor baby girl was in pain. She was in pain, and that's why she wasn't working super well. So I'm pretty excited. Coming up, we've got some rodeos and some more jackpots, and my next video will show you all of that. So stay tuned, and I will see you next time. Bye.